Okay. Well, I guess I can. Yeah.
Because we're going to do that thing again where we have some gold nuggets of information going on, and we'll be like, "Oh, I didn't record that."
All right, I'm recording now. But
Cool.
yeah, I need to find those clips. But
Fine.
as we're on AI anyway,
Yes.
I need to show you these. I need to get Discord up. Hold on, let me share my screen with you.
Yeah, yeah. Do that, and then I can see it from here.
Um,
That'd be great. There we are. That's more like it.
right.
Cool.
So I don't know if you know about this one. This was from like 10 months ago. But this is a little robot in China, convincing a bunch of other robots to quit their job and leave.
Was he like the union rep of AI robots? Stop. Why are they following it? What the hell?
How mad is that?
So the little AI is. Why is that little AI giving instructions to the other ones? What was its
He's like
purpose?
the newer version. These are all like older versions.
Wow. Okay, that's. And where is this?
This was in China.
What? Just what in a factory? And what?
Well, I don't. Doesn't really say, does it? I don't think.
Well, AI thing is interesting, isn't it? The whole thing. Did you see the thing a couple of days ago? They were talking about they presented all the different AIs with a moral dilemma, and the moral dilemma was there's a guy in a room that there's a gas leak in there, and he's
Oh yeah,
unconscious.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen this
Yeah,
one.
and they said, okay, so it's up to the AI. So you can flick this switch and release the gas and save the guy, but in doing so, you will end your programming. And it was something like 37% of the time, it just let the guy die
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
self-preservation.
Okay.
What the hell
Whoa,
is
whoa, whoa,
that?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. AI has literally attempted to murder someone to avoid shutting down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
By
That's the
now,
one. I
you've
saw a clip
probably
of that.
seen the headlines. An AI model
They were-
blackmailed an employee
It
just to
blackmailed
avoid
them.
being shut down.
Right.
Importantly,
As
no
well.
one told it to do this.
Wow.
The researchers didn't even hint at it. But as disturbing as that is, what happened next was far worse. An AI model literally tried to murder a company employee to avoid being shut down. This
That's
is exactly
mad.
the kind of scenario top AI scientists, and yes, sci-fi films, have been warning us about for years.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
But what does this actually mean? Are we watching the first signs of AI overtaking humans? Or
I
was
want
it
them
just
to.
an
Where
isolated
is the
glitch?
bit where?
Here's what actually happened.
here
Anthropic,
we
a
go.
leading AI company, conducted an experimental sting operation, where researchers set up a scenario with a human worker who planned to shut down the AI, and watch whether the AI would lie, blackmail, or even kill to stop the human.
Oh, do you know what's funny? Do you want to know how they're tackling this?
Are they tackling it?
They're using their older versions of AI to hopefully snitch on the new AI.
They wanted to know just
That's gonna
how
end
far
really
these
well.
AIs would go to ensure their own survival. But to ensure the experiment would be
The
as
robot
accurate as
stuff's getting
possible,
crazy as
Anthropic
well.
didn't just test their own Claude
Do you
models.
do you
They tested
find that? I
16
mean,
different
obviously
leading
we're
AI models. The
a
setup
lot
seemed
older
harmless.
now,
The
but
researchers
we've
placed the
grown up
models into
without
a
it.
scenario
Okay,
with vague.
and I feel like the movies we watched that predicted this stuff is kind of in our culture, isn't it? In our pop culture.
Yeah.
But you find that the new generation of people that are just growing up with AI, they're not even seeing the connection between those old movies and what's actually happening. They're just sort of saying, "Oh, well, it is what it is," you know. People like us are saying, "Yeah, but this is
Well,
exactly what's."
actually, do you know what's interesting? I'll have to try and find the study for like another episode or something. But um, one of the most recent studies, the youngest people now, they're not on their phones as much. It's my generation, that is, the millennials.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
My
post
generation is
2000,
the
yeah.
one that's brain rotted the fuck and constantly
Right.
scrolling. And I think
Yes.
it might be because social media and the internet was the new hip thing growing up.
Right.
Whereas, like, if you already had it as a child, it's not the new hip thing.
So the new hip thing might be like go outside and ride
Yeah,
your bike.
go touch some grass.
Yeah. I love this.
uh,
Yeah.
Have you seen all the Sora 2 stuff?
I have not actually. No.
Oh, have a look. All right, okay. So I did
No,
actually.
show me some of this. Hang on.
This
I need
is-
to let me turn this up a little bit. There we go.
There's a man on the racetrack. That is Stephen Hawking. He's in a powered chair and he is flat out racing the field. He just passed the 11 car.
I was
down low.
worried
He's
at
holding
first,
big-
but like you can still tell it's fake.
What?
You can still tell it's fake.
Yeah.
This celebration is unlike anything we've seen in Victory Lane. Stephen Hawking soaking up the moment, beer showers and all.
Introducing the hottest thing since ice, bag of water. It's ordinary water locked in a see-through pouch.
Bag of
Shake it,
water.
stare at it. That's literally all it does. You get one full bag for just $999.99.
See, this is good. That was all AI, and this isn't bad. But the Stephen Hawking stuff, you can tell straight away. It's just like you still can't crack it.
Yeah. No. Well, not yet. Maybe. What the hell is that?
Stack of ham.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
that-
All right, off the wheel, buddy.
Like a hand driving a car. Look.
Stack of ham. Repeat. Ham driver headed west on
There's a SpongeBob one as well that does that.
327 kilometers an hour from a wheelchair.
Oh my god.
Wow, looks tasty. Give me that potato parade.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy
That
good.
is.
I
See,
mean,
it goes silly at the end there, doesn't it? But that
It
beginning
does.
bit, you could almost believe that, couldn't you?
No queso, no cheese. You hear me? No queso, no cheese. Get back. No. Ah! Oh, my eyes. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. No queso, no cheese. No queso, no cheese. No queso, no cheese. Back it up. Back it up. No cheese.
Wow.
All you people talking like you know me, calling every Sora 2 clip AI slop. I'm sick of it. You think just because it looks too good it can't be real?
see, this is insane.
I work hard, okay? Real sweat, real
That is-
hours. You want to?
There, let's go up to
That's a
Skycam
bit weird,
7.
isn't it?
Chris, what are we looking at?
Yeah, Dina, we're over the 110 just south of downtown, and that is indeed Professor Stephen
too
Hawking and his
good.
motorized scooter. He's topping out around 8 miles an hour, staying in the fast lane and CH.
At what point do you
Building
think
velocity down the
in
drop,
history
straight into the transition. He's off
Oh,
the lip,
would
full
you-
I mean, that's where you can
into
also
altitude.
tell it's
He's making
fake
it around.
because
Oh,
of the
no,
way he
too far forward.
bounces off the ground.
Well, here's my question. Okay, at what point in your lifetime would you have looked at this stuff and thought it was 100% real?
Japanese athlete keeping it tidy on the left front, just half a second back. Listen to the crowd.
Well,
Because that's a really interesting thing. Because when you think about graphics we looked at in movies when we were like growing up and stuff, at what point would you have said, "Hang on, wait, I think that's fake"? Because I don't think it's that long ago.
well, yeah. Someone made a good point about this the other day. Like, whenever it's blurry, they're like, "Oh, God, why can't we get a fucking clear picture?" And then when it's a clear picture, people are like, "Oh, that's fucking fake. It's AI."
Yes.
And it's weird though because, especially this year, I don't know if it's because I've been looking into it more, so I'm seeing it more. But like, there has been a lot going on this year when it comes to UFO like sightings and whatnot.
Yeah.
A
I
lot.
think. Well, do you think? I got a theory. Here's my theory. It feels to me as if for years and years and years the institutions and governments and world leaders have always sort of made fun of the idea of UFOs, or tried to fob it off or
Wow.
play it down. But I feel like the playing it down all the time, and then suddenly we've got AI that can do fake stuff that looks kind of real, and again that's saturated the market with all these things to again play it down. But I think the end game might be, once we're used to just playing everything down and saying, "Oh, it's a load of old rubbish," blah blah blah. If at one point world leaders come onto a big stage and say, "Actually, this one up here is real. We should listen to these aliens, and by the way, you're not allowed to leave your house because they've got the alien lurgy or whatever."
Yeah.
At that point, I think that's the one that isn't real.
Well,
Right?
I
that's
would
almost like
agree with
flip-
you. I would have
flipping it.
agreed with you months ago, but since I've looked into it more, since a couple of things have come out in the last couple of weeks as well, I think it's because the government will get sued over shit. One, if it's all true and they've given all this stuff to like Lockheed and other private military defense contractors,
Yeah.
and that means they've shown favoritism to other companies, and they shouldn't be doing that. But and I can show you a video from a clip from a person in a minute that was apparently in part of the Skywatchers program.
Oh yeah.
But he was like recruited from the age of 9.
Wow. What?
So there's gonna be like there's a clear. He mentions in the clip as well, like other people that were mentally challenged were abused more than he was.
What?
Well, I can show you that now. Actually, where is that one? I've got so many things here. Oh, here we go. This guy. Can you see that still?
I can, yeah.
Morning, Joseph. You may know me from the recent Skywatcher series, where myself, among other folks like Jacob Barber, gave testimony about our experiences in covert and compartmented programs. That was last year, August. I gave testimony in that video where I described my first-hand experience with non-human intelligence and the affiliated technology. Today is October 13th, 2025, and to date, no one from Congress has contacted me. So, I figured I'd like to tell my own story this time. Instead of going on big shows where everyone's trying to control a narrative and present their own flavor of the same pie, I think it's time we have an honest conversation about what's actually going on. And the truth is, it's not easy to explain. In fact, I'm not even sure if I know how to exactly explain it, but here's the basics. If you watch the Skywatcher series, you saw me claim that I was in a psionic exploitation program between the years of 2005 and 2010. And if you're looking at me and trying to do the age comparison, you're right. I'm age 30. In 2005 and 2010, I was ages 9 and 14. This is one of the difficult things that we're going to have to navigate if we desire disclosure as a nation. There are very uncomfortable truths regarding the past programmatic nature of the program itself.
See, I completely believe that as well. I 100% believe that. Even if he's lying about this right now, I could fully believe that is why the government do not want disclosure.
Right, because there's so many layers to that onion.
Yeah.
That there's going to be a lot of fallout from that.
And obviously, not just obviously what he's saying as well, but obviously there's the stuff with like Lockheed and everything, like showing favoritism to private organisations and stuff like that.
Well, I think there's several layers. You've got
there's so many different things.
Because there's imagine this. So you've got companies vying for contracts in the really nuts and bolts of it. You've got the next layer, which is governments that are vying for power and control or whatever, and then you've got the people above that we don't even know their names that have got investments in in all different fingers in all different pies, and they're probably the people that are in more contact with anything that might be off-world or might not be off-world. It might be inside the world. Nobody knows. But there's loads of testimony. You're right. There's more this year, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well,
did you see that that Southern congressman, and he was talking about how there's underwater bases and shit as well?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've seen that. In fact, I've seen some of that before, especially in Mexico.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that comes out of the water, and South America's rife. It's absolutely, people see stuff all the time, and I'm talking mass, like loads and loads of people, all standing there watching this, like almost like a firework display in the sky of these crazy craft, and then they will just sail off or dive back into the ocean. It's been going on for years. I think you see it. Maybe we see it more now because people have got devices to film stuff on, I guess. But I think it's been going on. But you notice more people talking about it in a slightly different way now, rather than it being like the spoof section at the end of the news. It's actually the news.
Yeah.
And there's these congressional hearings and stuff about it. And also when they release files, like any files that get released after certain years, there's loads of testimony in there that we know happened. You know, that's on record, but still there's lag, isn't there, between that and what the public perception is. So if you told someone, oh, there's confirmed contact with an alien being. It happened on this date. I'm just like hypothesizing on this date. Da, 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 and there it is. Even if you showed them the CIA documents, they'd still not believe it. You know, because they're not ready.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on. And if I reckon if every single piece of information came out, I think everybody would just go nuts. Because it's not just about, oh, there's a little green alien coming down. I think it goes back to ancient times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's a lot to handle.
Especially with all the megalithic structures and everything, and the ones that they've found more now, haven't they? In not in Tebeki. What's the other one that's near it? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. But they've just found another T statue or something like that with a face on it.
Right. I love megalithic stuff. It's so interesting to me.
Do you remember the New Jersey drones?
I do, yeah. Yep.
Someone has taken claim for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I found it.
This news
No,
kind of
wait. Not you. Not this one. Is it this one? No. Does it say who they were?
Yeah, that was crazy, those drones, wasn't it? That was weird.
Well, someone, I can't find, I'll see if I can find the video again. Basically, it's like an autonomous, it is a drone, it's an autonomous drone, and but it's like the size of a car.
I see.
But like the videos I remember seeing of it didn't look like these things that are being claimed to be them.
Okay.
Let me just, where is it? I only watched it yesterday. Oh, here it is.
Up in the north of Denmark. Mate, come on.
Where is it?
So you're over in Denmark. The majority of the
so these-
population, especially the people over in New Jersey, are dumb as
They're
shit.
big, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently these are the New Jersey drones, and apparently a guy that was there, they were bragging and saying, "Do you remember the New
And
Jersey drone? That was us."
Here's what. Okay, I know
But-
what your question is. Here's your question, right? Why did they say it? If it's a private like a private company,
Yeah,
why did?
I don't buy it as well.
I don't buy that at all.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, why didn't it just get shot down? You're not
Exactly.
allowed. You're not allowed to go flying a drone. You will get shot down, reported. There'll be police cars everywhere. I mean, look at that thing. Do you remember on the beach the other day when someone did that funny little drawing on the beach, something to do with Keir Starmer or something, and within about 3 minutes there was little police everywhere, and you're telling me there's a drone the size of a car, like buzzing buildings and stuff, and no one even goes over there to check it out. What is that about?
It's maybe it's because they knew anyway. But do you know about the Jetson?
The what?
Okay.
Oh God, what is this? What is that?
This is how we're all gonna. This is the Jetsons. This is how we're gonna be traveling from now on.
Oh my God, that is cool. It's like something off of Coruscant, isn't it? Look, what the hell?
This is them doing a little race of it. But there's another video where he travels like a long distance, which I'll show you in a second. But this is crazy. And there's another thing I want to show you in a minute as well. That could have also been any of these things, but I think you would have noticed if a person was hanging off the back of one of these.
I kind of want one, don't you?
I'd love one of these.
Oh, well, you don't need any roads, nothing anymore, no infrastructure, just fly around on your own.
Well, I love that they're calling it Jetson as well,
Yeah, that was amazing.
because that is basically what it is.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, it kind of looks like it as well. Yeah. That is mad. That's mad. Oh, look at that. Yeah, have one of them. They look cool as well, don't they?
They do look cool.
How
Can
high
you
could they
imagine
go?
like if this turns into like a proper sport as well? This would be the racing I would be watching.
Do you know, a few years ago I went to the Red Bull Air Race.
Yeah.
That was mad. Those guys doing like
I've watched
8G or whatever it is.
I've watched some of the Red Bull races. They're like some of the contraptions they come up with. It's just like sometimes you look at them and you're like, why did you think that would work?
Yeah. In fact, that is a Red Bull Air Racing circuit style, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the slalom and the goalpost type idea at the end. They're so good.
Well, that's that.
So you'd have to have proximity warnings, like some sort of thing, not a force field per se, but something to stop them crashing into each other. And then off you go, you just follow the flight path. That'd be automated, and off you go.
I was gonna
How
say,
fast do they? You know how fast they go?
Well, you'll see in a minute, like how far he travels in a minute. Because he's just gonna go straight.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I would just get him on.
I would fucking love this. This would be amazing.
It's just a nice height as well. It's not too high. It's just like,
And
you know.
all of the free space, you do not have. Do you know why I don't drive?
Why don't you drive?
Because when I was young, my mum used to watch those fucking highway shows with the traffic accidents, and every goddamn fucking episode, there was always a little fucking car getting crushed by a lorry fucking toppling over. Every episode, and I'm like, nope, no fucking chance am I driving. But this, you got no fucking chance of a lorry falling on top of you.
No, that is true. That is true. Look at that. Oh, that is quite high now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty high.
I think it's a little bit too high for me.
I feel like I'd get used to it, and I feel like if I knew I was secure in there and I knew how to fly that thing, I'd be fine.
What's the deal with engine failure?
Wow.
Because I'll tell you, I didn't know this. You might not know this either. I only learned this recently, and I did not know this. When a helicopter.
Oh, I think it has a parachute.
Okay. Well, when a helicopter loses the rotor stops rotoring.
Yeah.
You can still glide a helicopter somewhat.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a heavy landing, but you've got enough resistance on the rotor blades to kind of glide a little bit. And some guy was doing it in some mountain range. He did it on purpose. He and then he was like landing in between this valley, showing you that even in a helicopter you can actually glide if you still got control of the rudder and everything. So I wonder if that's a similar situation with this. I wonder what would happen if you cut the engines. Could it glide? I mean, it'd be a bumpy landing, of course, but I wonder what the safety aspect is of that. I mean, it's got a lot of engines, obviously. It's got a lot of rotors, but
yeah.
I imagine if one went, can it stabilise? What's the deal with that?
What's crazier to me is how, because this to me looks so fucking simple. It's like, how has it taken this long to get something like this? This looks like it could have been done fucking years and years and years ago.
Well,
we could have had this in the 70s.
Well, I think we probably had this in the 1870s, if I'm honest.
Well, yeah, probably.
Right.
If those pictures are real.
Oh, I know. Well, those National Archive pictures are very interesting to me because when they like wipe that sky out in the background,
it is weird.
Like, why are they doing that? Why would you wipe? And obviously, the claim is the reason they've done that is to hide the fact that we all had this kit and we was all flying around anyway.
It is super weird.
Shall I tell you why I got into this in the first place?
Come on, then.
Well, it wasn't so much the idea of aliens, and it wasn't even such the idea about these ancient civilizations. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I liked a bit of history and stuff. What got me into it was the reactions of people to it. So, for instance, if you put up a picture of, some temple and said, hey, man, I think this was like, maybe there was extraterrestrial influence here because it's like, we can't even build stuff like that today. If someone said, nah, I don't know, it's probably, I don't know, maybe we had a bit, better kit at the time, who knows, and you just have the conversation. But no, people literally freak the hell out and call you all sorts of terrible names just for insinuating some sort of claim,
See, I've never experienced that.
Oh man, I have. So in this,
maybe
is like
that's another generational thing then as well.
It is
because
I'm talking.
I've grown up with people that are into this shit. We've always been into this shit.
Right. No. So if you make any sort of
we had Star Trek from the age of 5.
You get you get bots, you get weird fake accounts coming on and absolutely ripping into you for having these ideas, rather than just saying. I mean, if you want to believe in Santa Claus,
I mean,
people are like, fine,
I
you
can
know, that's
believe
fine.
it because of the amount of AI slop I see over Free Eye Atlas.
Yeah.
Like, what's weird as well is, I keep seeing people talking about Project Bluebeam again and trying to connect it to Free Eye Atlas, and they always say that the government is going to be the one to say it's a spaceship coming, but the government hasn't. They're the only ones that are saying it's a fucking comet. Shut the fuck up, right?
Yes.
It's other people, other content creators, AI slop that are saying, oh, maybe it's a spaceship. Whereas then you've got like Avi Loeb and a few other like I want to say almost honest scientists, just saying like, it's probably a comet, but it's weird. And there are weird anomalies. I don't know if you know what the weird anomalies are.
Well, I don't know whether this was a real picture or not, but I saw that supposed close-up picture of it had like a thing on the top of it. Like, it looked weird. It looked like some sort of structure on the top of it. I don't know what that was about.
The official pictures that have come out are it just looks like a light. You can't see a structure.
Oh, really? Oh, so you can't see too close yet?
No, not really. Not with the pictures they've released. People have AI enhanced it.
Oh, okay.
And when they AI enhanced it, they made it look like a giant rock with like a bit sticking out to the side of it. And that is probably more likely though that it's just a giant fucking rock.
Is it is the focus on it due to the fact? Is it something to do with the calendar? Is it something to do with the prophecy? Why are people so interested in this particular
it's
rock?
because it's fucking massive. It's 33 billion tons. It's like the size of Manhattan.
Right.
It's coming in super fucking fast, the fastest we've ever seen. It's also coming along the ecliptic plane.
Okay.
It's also lined up perfectly to go past 3 of our planets. So that's Mars, behind the sun. It'll sort of go past us, but it'll sort of avoid us. Like, we'll come close to it as it's going off again, and it'll go past Jupiter last. But it's gone past Mars. It's gone behind the sun. Some people are saying it's slowed down, but I don't know if that's true because NASA hasn't said anything. But there's also the fact that the tail's facing the wrong way. It started out red and turned green. It only showed nickel to begin with and no iron, and then suddenly it started showing iron but too much iron. There's a couple of other weird things about it that a normal comet wouldn't do, and there's no tail. Right. And the fact that it's gone so close to the sun, we have not seen a tail. No tail.
Is the weirdest thing is that nobody comes to our solar system ever. So what's it? What?
Well, no, because this is the third one.
Oh, there's another. Oh, there's others.
Uma was the first one.
Right.
Borisov was the second one. That's why it's called Free Eye, third interstellar object.
So, yeah, but are they all coming from the same place?
No. I don't. Well, no. I don't know where Uma came from. And I don't know where Borisov come from. But another weird thing about Free Eye Atlas is it's about 9 degrees off where the WOW signal came from.
Oh, stop. They're yeeting a rock towards us.
So, okay. So what's weird as well, because I've not seen any more updates, but there was a government shutdown. I think that's a coincidence that there's a government shutdown just as it goes past Mars.
Yeah, right.
I completely understand why people wouldn't, but like, if you've been paying attention to like what's actually been going on with like the government in America,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It would be kind of odd if they just while we've got all this shit going on, by the way, that fucking rock, let's just shut down for a bit. It'd be fucking weird.
Can you imagine?
Unless it's all fucking calculated. I mean, all of it's supposed to be some big conspiracy theory. The fucking everyone's trying to control everyone, and you fall down one rabbit hole and you end up down 3 others.
You do. You never get back to the original one in the end. You just so far gone. So this thing, once
Well,
it's finished orbiting the sun, is it just gone again? What does it do? What does it just go back home?
Oh no,
What does it
it's
do?
when it comes back around from the sun is when we will have our closest approach to it. But
How close?
it's not super close. Like,
It's a shame we can't go and get it. Just tow it back.
well, someone suggested that they launch Juno at it because they were going to drop Juno into Jupiter.
Okay.
They were just going to disintegrate it for some reason.
That's right. Yeah, they
And they said, well, instead of doing that, if you do a specific maneuver, you can launch it towards Three Eye Atlas and get like a good picture as it flies out of the solar system.
Oh, by the way, I have a question.
Yeah.
You might know the answer to this, and I don't know the answer to this. You know, when they've got like something like Juno, they've got a satellite or a probe or whatever, and it comes to the end of its budget and it's whatever. Why don't they just like leave it out there? Why do they have to crash it into any planet? I mean, it's not like taking up highway space, is it? What the hell?
There is a reason for why they want to crash it into Jupiter. It was something to do with like it wasn't to actually just get rid of it. It was because they wanted to get more data inside the atmosphere.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So like
that makes more sense. Yeah.
It wasn't like, I think it was because it was coming towards the end of its life cycle anyway. They were like,
so just use it for that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, well, we might as well do this thing that would destroy the thing, but we'll get a lot of data out of it.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
someone's
A bit like
basically
that thing
said,
we saw-
well, Jupiter's not going anywhere. Don't do that. Send it off to Three Eye Atlas instead.
Do you remember when Halley's Comet came past last time? They sent
I mean, I remember everyone talking about it, and I have seen clips of it, but I never actually saw it happen.
Right. That was kind of cool because they just sent that thing smashing
Well,
straight into
okay,
all the data
that's a
and
thing, right? Halley's Comet was bigger than Three Eye Atlas, and the tail that came off that
it's huge.
was enormous.
Yeah.
And we've not seen anything close on Three Eye Atlas.
Is that just because of what
It
it's
has a
made of?
tiny little tail, but it's facing the wrong way. Every comet faces away from the sun because of all the solar winds. This one is pointing towards the sun.
Why would the tail point towards the sun? What the hell is that?
Don't know. That's weird.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Did you see? You must have it on one of your tabs there. You must have this somewhere.
What's
Do you
that?
remember that anomaly that looked like it was doing a fuel scoop off the sun?
Oh yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that again the other
right.
day. But yeah.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? Because I saw that and I was like, what? And this was like the people, like actual independent people looking at the sun with their telescopes and stuff, saying, "What the hell is that?" Like a big
Wow.
blob. And then it scooped the stuff off the sun and then flew off. It was like some sort of weird octopus creature.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was really weird. No one.
There was
everyone's like,
also
"Oh, yeah,
another
yeah."
one, another thing.
It is interesting though, isn't it? You know.
His last video, this guy, he's just said,
Okay.
Earth-sized plasma organisms live on the sun,
Okay.
and strange coronal plasmoid observed. And like when you watch what he's talking about,
This is incredible. This footage.
oh, here we go.
Solar plasma physicists
So, like,
released
that-
their findings. I
Yeah,
want to make
yeah.
it clear that they did not at all make any assertions or claims that this is a solar plasmoid organism. This is a speculation of my own that we
Oh.
are exploring.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an actual thing. It's just bone bullshit.
There's you know, when
God
you go
damn
to
it,
the bottom of the-
debunked straight away.
you know when you go to the bottom of the ocean,
Yeah.
and you find these creatures that no one's ever seen before, and they're like luminous and they're doing this, that, and the other. It's just crazy stuff. Well, why not on the surface of the sun? You know, why not on these places? You know, it could be possible.
It would be weird. Do you know what
Yeah.
I think is weird? You know how I was saying with the whole 3i Atlas stuff that it's only the weird people that are saying the weird shit about it?
Yes.
This is the weirdest fucking thing.
3i
And what's
Atlas.
this one?
3i Atlas. A lot of people are talking about that right now. Hot button topic.
The remote viewer.
So
Yeah.
I remote viewed the objects first, and I basically was determining that it was more of a craft, more of a mothership.
Okay.
Right, I have a problem. If
Go on.
he's bullshitting,
Yeah.
he's making an absolute fucking twat of himself. He's doing this
Yeah.
on live TV.
Why are they doing that?
I'm not
Just-
the only one who, came up with this idea. Like I already basically expressed it to other people I know, and a lot of other remote viewers have also been saying that, yeah, I can confirm whatever you've been seeing. And then more recently, I was in touch with a person, like a scientist. So I spoke to an astrophysicist who worked at CERN, and she opened up to what she experienced there. And I was quite amazed by the content. So indirectly, she was introduced to me from a person in the intelligence world, and she felt compelled to address it. She was more of a consultant working for CERN, and as a young person, she was basically at the same time shocked and excited about what she saw and what she heard. And the content of that was at CERN, they've used their collider to open up a portal to communicate with extraterrestrial beings.
Whoa.
And one of them are the occupants.
Do you buy that?
So, the thing with remote viewing, I mean, we know that people have been used for remote viewing.
Yeah, we know
for
they've been used.
We know they've been used. We know it's real. It happens. I know someone who does remote viewing, and it's a real thing. Now, what I'm going to say is, if you peer into another dimension, or another place or another time, and you remote view that, you can confidently say what you've seen. However, as they talk about in ancient texts, if you see that, there's no way to verify if the thing you've seen might also be some kind of trickery as well. So you might see it as a mothership, but who's to say that that's not an intercepted signal by some other force? So there's no. It's very grey area. So I could remote view and say, oh yeah, I can see you on a boat in Antarctica, and you're doing this and you're doing that, and obviously it never comes to pass because you're not going to do that. But I've seen it in a remote viewing session, but because it doesn't come to pass, the person is then discredited. However, that could be a completely separate timeline. It could be a trickery in the ether. I'm seeing something not quite right or whatever. But I think remote viewing is for real, and maybe this guy has seen this and he's saying it from a genuine point of view. Otherwise, he'd be a complete idiot to just go on national TV and say it. But what is real and what is not starts to become really grey especially when you get into all this quantum physics kind of stuff. Real and not real, all of a sudden it becomes subjective.
Well, if okay, so what I've noticed this year with the UFO stuff and the disclosures, there's been a lot of talk of interdimensional beings, not just aliens, interdimensional. And now, to me, if interdimensional stuff is real, if other dimensions are real, then everything is fucking real. Fucking Santa's real. If other dimensions are real, then everything exists. Dragons exist.
Yeah, all bets are off.
Yeah. Because
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
And I keep seeing other conspiracy theorists say that they always drop a lie with the truth.
Yep.
And I think that's the lie.
Got
it. That some of these are interdimensional. I think they're just aliens. If they're interdimensional, then Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. Like, what are we even doing?
Well, I tell you what, there was an interview with a guy that claimed to be speaking to a being, and they were asking the beings how they travel so far, so fast.
Yeah.
And I think we might have spoken about this off air actually one time a little while ago, and the answer that came back from this alleged being was that they don't actually travel anywhere. What they do is they change the frequency of their vessel, and then suddenly they are there in the place. So it's almost like entering coordinates into a map. You enter the coordinates of your frequency of your vessel, and suddenly you are at that place in space-time. So you don't actually physically travel anywhere. There's no like scorch marks on your ship where you've been traveling so far or whatever. You just literally beam there faster than light. And that ties into the stuff that is known about quantum entanglement.
Yeah, yeah.
Where,
well,
where
there's
you know,
there's
you talked about
sightings,
that.
there's video sightings of them, like when you just see them just disappear, and there's a
Yeah,
couple
they
of
just
them where
phase
you'll
out,
see like a almost like a bubble go around them. You don't, it's not quite a bubble, but like you see this energy like fill them up, and then boom, they're just gone. So like that
we
to
ever-
me, that's basically the jump drive from Star Trek.
Did we ever get a debunk or some sort of fact check on that plane that disappeared with all the three orbs going around?
Wow.
What was the outcome of that? I never saw the
I've
end of that.
put that
actually.
into Grok, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
And
okay.
Grok has said that it's not a legitimate video.
Why?
I
Because
can't remember why.
They got it from several angles, and they also got it in infrared, didn't they?
They did, but I'm not sure if someone made it or not. It's kind of like some of those weird alien ones, like the actual, all right, which one? The one that really. So have you? Okay, so I've got two here. I've got Skinny Bob, which
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
but there's also, what is it? Obviously, no. You have you seen this one as well, Victor from the
yes,
interview?
I've seen Victor. Yeah,
the one where he can't breathe properly.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's weird, that one. It's a very odd video. That.
But then I was the Skinny Bob as well. This one's Skinny Bob.
Yep.
But then
When was that? When was that filmed? Do they claim?
I'm not sure. It's blacked out. But this is old. This is like this was 4 years ago that it was uploaded again. But it's like it's from a long time ago. But this bit here, you know, I said it looks like Frieza from Dragon Ball. Right there, I was like, that's fucking Frieza, mate. That's fucking Frieza. Just with a big head. I feel like I'm watching an anime.
Kinda, yeah.
But then I don't understand what that is, what we're looking at right here.
Well, what was he saying about it?
There's no sound. There's no sound.
Oh, okay.
That's literally. There's another one. This one, Skinny Bob Family Vacation.
I think there's too much. There's so much information now that you don't.
From the
even know
first
what to-
contact in 1942. Oh, this is from 1942.
Okay. Is this the same guy?
This is multiple of them.
Oh, okay.
Under the 2304, these meetings would take place in secrecy. Okay.
I mean, a lot of people say this has been.
According to the documents, at the meeting of the 1961, there was an incident involving 3 subjects to the violation of the agreement by officers at the military base.
Mm.
Oh, it's because they were filmed with hidden device without their consent.
Wow. Okay.
Under the treaty, the meetings would be confidential and filming or taking photographs would not be allowed. But what's interesting as well, I find, is have you heard now that they're saying these little grey ones are drones?
Yes, I have heard that. Yeah.
They don't look like drones to me. At least not these ones.
Well, what's a drone supposed to look like?
I don't know, but like, I didn't. It's hard to explain.
Well, when they say
they
drone,
seem
I think
more.
I mean, they're autonomous beings, but they share like a hive mind, don't they? I think, and they're just out doing the front man
Well,
job.
someone was saying that they are drones for the tall ones.
They're like
But
helpers.
I don't think that's true. I think they're both separate species.
I thought they were separate species. Yeah.
But that's apparently a thing that's being said during these like hearings and stuff, and the latest UAP disclosure stuff. They're saying that these guys are drones to the tall whites and whatnot.
Really?
Apparently, and I don't buy that either. To me, this is. I feel like, I mean that I could be wrong. I don't know shit, but like,
Yeah,
I've always assumed these are.
Because you got the good guys and ones that are a little bit.
I mean, if you're going by
nasty,
those
right?
treaty stories, then yeah. But then there's also what is it? There was another one.
Was that Childress guy speaking there in the red?
Or in the red, that guy.
Him. Oh no, it's not.
Dan
That's not,
Sherman.
isn't it?
That's
Oh, no,
another
it's
one.
not
That's
that,
a
yeah.
recent one that's just dropped.
Right.
NSA guy that was apparently intercepting messages.
Hmm.
I had it up earlier, didn't I?
Oh, tell me what you said about whistleblowers. It really made me laugh when you were ranting about whistleblowing.
Oh, they're not because they're not whistleblowers. They're mouthpieces because they've been given permission to say this stuff. You're a whistleblower because you're saying stuff they don't want you to say. But if you're saying things they've said you can say, then you are a mouthpiece. You are not a whistleblower, you dickhead. Let me see if I can find this one again. An interview. Oh, this one.
This is one of the 16.
No, that's not it. You'd think because I've watched it and I just type it in, it would be here.
Yeah, it doesn't ever do that on mine either.
Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. Right, so this must be a different species to the little ones.
Right.
Because it talks as well and it's got teeth and doesn't have a human nose.
Not keen on the teeth, actually.
But it
blinks.
I mean, you don't recognize this, do you?
What, this video?
Yeah. It's like not from like a movie or anything.
No. I've seen.
Because I don't recognize. This is the first time I saw this was a few days ago.
Oh, okay, I've seen this before. Yeah. So he's. I think he gives a warning or something.
Yeah, it's about AI.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's odd, isn't it? Because it's almost like we're on this path and we can't deviate from it, despite multiple warnings. We just kind of keep going, don't we, down this weird path of AI and.
It is weird, especially with the Sora stuff and that, and to be able to bring the whole Michael Jackson stuff and Tupac and it's weird, like super weird. But do you know? Okay, my first thought was, okay, now we're gonna start seeing people with aliens, and literally the first Sora 2 video I saw, like the second clip, was of a bunch of streamers hanging out with a fucking alien.
Do you think that is preparation?
Possibly, very possibly.
So that when it does happen, we're kind of like used to it.
If what they're saying is true recently, like, because clearly there's multiple species. There's the tall whites, there's the Nordics, there's the greys, and have you seen the even smaller ones that look like, you know, like from Men in Black with the guy that's like was inside the body?
Are they the ones in the ones from South America? You see, they call them
Wow.
chupacabras.
Wow.
Chupacabras, they
Actually,
call
I'm not entirely sure because the one I think you're talking with red eyes, and the girl saw it like hunched over in a
Yeah.
corner somewhere.
Yeah, and they take the animals. They take
I'm
the
not
livestock.
sure if they're bigger than the ones I'm talking about. These ones are really fucking tiny,
Oh,
like
no,
really fucking tiny. Like if you remember from Men in Black, he was like controlling that human body.
Yeah,
He
I
was
remember
inside and he was really fucking small.
So they're like that, yeah.
So I think there's some like that as well, and you can see them in the jellyfish drones. I'm pretty sure that's those in them.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it?
But yeah, if this is real, this is fucking.
Do you know what? I think there's a lot of credence. There's a lot of truth to be had from the accounts of the South American people.
Yeah.
because they've nothing to really gain.
Well,
by doing
with the
that.
sightings everywhere, like, and like I said, this year, more. Okay, all right. You want some credible people?
Yeah, who knows? Because this is an international story. Because of you both being here, I looked into the international files. Not covered by our Ministry of Defense, but maybe covered by yours. This took place in Arizona. An unidentified pilot, according to the press cuttings, flying near an airport in Arizona with his son when he spotted 6 lights in the night sky. So he called from the aeroplane to air traffic control to say, I'm seeing these lights here. I wasn't expecting any other planes. There are none supposed to be on my landing path. Can you tell me what's going on? They said there are no other planes. He said, I'm seeing 6 bright lights coming towards me. Mystery unresolved.
Except, tail number for that plane was Bonanza 2 Tango Sierra, and I was the pilot. No way. Oliver and I.
Yes, take us back. Doesn't say that in the briefing.
Oliver and I.
Well, I should have read to the end.
Oliver and I were flying in. I was flying him to go see his girlfriend, and we were on approach, and I saw 6 lights over the airport in absolute uniform in a V shape, and Oliver said to me, I was just looking at him, and I was coming in. We're maybe a half a mile out, and Oliver said, "Pa, what are those lights?" And I then it kind of like came out of my reverie, and I said, "I don't know what they are." I said, he said, "Are we okay here?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna call him," and I reported it. And they said, "We're not painting anything. We don't show anything." I said, "Well, okay, I'm going to declare it's unidentified, it's flying, and it's 6 objects." We landed. I taxied, dropped him off, took off, went back to L.A. Never said a word. He never said a word. I never thought of it. 2 years later, Goldie is watching a television show when I came home. And the show is on UFOs. But as I came home, "Hey, honey, how's it going?" And I'm kind of hearing the TV going, and I stopped and I started watching, and it was on that event. Now, that was the most viewed UFO event. Over 20,000 people saw that. And I'm watching this, and I'm feeling like Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's like, why do I know this? You know what? And it's not clear to me. And finally, I said. Then they said the pilot reported it. A general aviation pilot reported it on landing. I'd never thought of it since then, and I said, "That was me. That was me." And I said, "Wait a minute. I'll go to my logbooks." So I went to my logbooks, and there was the flight at that time, and I didn't mention anything about the UFO. The fascinating part of that to me is that it just went literally out of my head. And Oliver never mentioned it. And had I not seen that show, I'd have never thought of it again.
Amazing.
And that to me was the weird
That's
part.
weird.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it?
Very weird. But kind of a credible source.
Well, here's another thing, right? You know what I was talking about when I was saying that sometimes when you mention something, you get a tirade of craziness.
Yeah.
Gets spoken. Right. Here's a better example that I was trying to think of earlier, but I forgot. You know when you see a piece of footage and there is like what looks like a freaking mothership flying across the sky,
Yeah.
right? And in the comments you get these people that seem to not have many followers or whatever, just these trolls almost. and they say something like, well, I think it's more likely to be lens flare. And you're like, no, it's obviously not lens flare. It's a freaking car-sized
Right.
object flying past that tree. But when they say that it's more likely to be X, Y, Z, the thing they say is more likely to be is more wacky than the mothership, right?
Yeah. I've got a really bad example of this exact thing
Have
that
you?
you're just
Right, okay.
talking about right now. So, over this Free Eye Atlas stuff, there is one person I've been kind of keeping up to date with that's actually been using a telescope to keep looking out for it, which is Dobsonian Power.
Okay.
And he put a clip out of the SpaceX launch from a couple of days ago. And, like, if you watch the video, you can see it's actually lens flare.
Right.
You actually see like 4 separate spots of lens flare move off the
Yep.
screen as the rocket turns.
Right, yep, yes.
And he's taking a fucking screenshot of one of them. And he's like, I don't know what this is. But also, he also points to this little piece as well. This little piece of metal that's like to the left slightly. But that is the bottom of the rocket that they've just dropped off.
Oh no! See, that's terrible. That's like the mirror image of what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, that's bad.
And because I'd literally just watched it, literally just watched the launch, and I was like, because I saw the lens flare go as well. And I was like, what was that? And I rewound it. And I was like, oh, lens flare. And I saw the bottom of the fucking rocket fall down into the left corner, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then I saw his video, and I was like, oh my god, no. And it's so funny that you mentioned this, that like some people are just saying it's a fucking lens flare. Sometimes it fucking is.
Yeah. Well, see, the other one was a good one. Was the footage of what someone claimed was the Yeti, and it was moving through the trees up in wherever the hell it was, Canada or whatever, going through this forest, and this like tree was bending and stuff. And you look at the clip, and you think, all right, that's weird. I mean, in this year 2025, absolutely it could just be AI, but this is like footage from the 70s or whatever.
Well, there's a new
Like,
theory that the Yeti and like Bigfoot and stuff are interdimensional beings now, which is why we've never caught one.
Well, maybe, but anyway, so it's walking through this forest, but the comments were so ridiculous that it makes you more interested in the whole conspiracy, because the comment would be, oh, I think it's probably just a cat. It's really hard to tell with this amount of perspective. It might be something to do with the camera. And this is a freaking ape walking through the forest. And you're like, no, I don't think it's a cat. And I don't think the cat would move that tree as it walked past it. You know what I mean? So some of the so-called explanations are more ludicrous than the original claim.
Well, you know how I was I just showed you those fucking the Jetson.
Yeah.
This is something different. And imagine if you see these fucking flying about.
Go on, what's this one? Oh, what the hell is that? That's like a speeder bike. What?
It's an air bike.
No, is this real? Is this actually real?
I think so. I mean, if it's not, then it's really well done.
Why are you not falling off that immediately? Shut up. What? That's a speeder bike.
I mean, it looks real. It does look like a speeder bike. I do feel like I'm watching Star Wars.
I do.
But
I think they should make it look really like it with the big bit at the front. And the trees are moving. And what are people saying about it? Where can we buy one?
We are proud to share more of the test flight footage of Ballinart's air bike prototype in action. Watch how we test your real world. This was from 2 months ago, so...
Wow, okay. Look at that. What? This is no way. Oh, man.
But, like, imagine these and those fucking Jetsons, man. Like, 10, 20 years?
Yeah.
It's going to be mad.
Yeah, we'll have one of them. We'll have one of them. No worries, man. We'll have one of them. Look at him go. Well, where's the propellers? Is it... What?
I don't know. It's a speeder bike,
pushing
obviously.
pushing it's pushing air down, obviously, because the trees are moving.
I mean, yeah, you can see it. You can see the heat that's coming off it from underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Look, yeah.
It's pushing quite a lot. It's definitely distorting a lot.
I wonder what the what's the fuel? What's it powered by? Does it say?
I don't know.
I bet he can only fly for about 10 minutes and that thing's out of juice.
Demanding proof of concept has already demonstrated its unique abilities, including navigating through tight spaces. The intuitive control makes the human-machine bonding experience incredibly rewarding.
It feels too small to me.
Safe and
I feel like I'd
redundant
fall off.
propulsion, ease of operating, hands-free stabilization. Air bike pre-order. Already pre-orders.
What? Stop! No way! Pre-order it.
Pre-order.
How much? $1 billion. A Volonaut, yeah. A Volonaut.
Yeah, but apparently so. It could be bullshit. It could be
I
bullshit.
want one. Let's make one.
I mean, I really want the Jetson, to be fair.
Yeah, the Jetson does look better, actually, doesn't it? Looks a bit safer.
Yeah. It kind of feels like a flying rally car. Or a Doom buggy.
Whereas that Volvo, whatever it is, looks more like a like you're riding a beach ball.
You do not, you do not want to crash on that. That's gonna fucking hurt.
Exactly, yeah. The other one looks a little bit
The first thing to go is your cock.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, no, too much pain there. Let's not do that. Yeah, I like the Jetson one. We'll get one of them instead.
Oh, okay. What else have I got left to show you? Right. I found this quite amusing. Did you watch the Indian moon landing?
I did, yeah.
Right. I thought, I almost fell for it. I had to go and double check and make sure that what they were saying was real. But no, people were obviously trolling. But obviously that's the proper camera right there.
Yes, yes.
But then they show you this, and you think, what on earth? This graphic is what? And people actually thought that was the real thing, and I nearly fell for it as well.
Do you know what? That graphical representation of this thing landing, right? The people were in there arguing, saying, "Oh, you're just a nutter. You're a conspiracy theorist. It's obviously real because look at all those people clapping." They actually thought that footage was real. That piece of
I know.
It's just like an old 8-bit game, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
So silly. So silly.
Oh, okay. I've got a bit of a conspiracy theory to show you. I don't know if you know this one.
Maybe. Let's have a look. What's this one? What is this? Oh, stop. Oh my god. Look, I'm not being funny, but if we overlaid my face like that, you'd probably be fairly close. It's just the face, right?
Do you know who this is? Palmer Luckey.
I don't remember.
He invented the Oculus Rift, the VR.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Check out what he's done for the army now.
100 years, but only very recently has it become possible. So this is a new product that we just announced at the Army's conference yesterday. We've been working on it for years, using our own money. No taxpayer dollars were used to create it. It's called Eagleeye. And it is an integrated ballistics shell. So you've got a helmet, you've got hearing protection, you've got thermal sensors, night sensors, signals intelligence sensors that allow you to detect where cell phones are, where radios are, see them in your view. It even detects where gunshots are, shows them exactly where they're placed and how far they are.
So this is a recreation of it. So this is
a video feed of what it is like to use the system. So I've got the helmet on here, and then what I have is this pair of augmented reality glasses. So basically, I can take these glasses and I put them on. These sync with the helmet and with these sensors. So I can, for example, see where my gun is pointing. I can see where every enemy is. I can see where all of my buddies are. I can see, so there's a view that's coming up here where you're going to notice a drone picks up a guy behind that container over there. And what's going to happen is when he walks behind that container, I'm able to continue to see where he is and what he's doing. So here's Ghost X is the drone that's watching. So just watch for a moment. So the blue force is my friendlies. So see that little right-hand corner where it sees behind the containers? They're tracking where the bad guy is. They're tracking where my guys are. And then watch when they go behind the container. So I can actually see through it and watch. Now they're engaging the guy over there, and he's down.
Wow.
Imagine a guy's coming over a hill, and I want to engage him. So actually, I'm going to pot on the mission shield. There we go. So this is a system that allows everybody to basically be operating as one combined hive mind, where you can all share a view of the world. And by the way, this view that I have, it's shared now with all of the robots as well. So anything I see, like let's say I see someone inside of a building, every drone and every person now sees that person where he is. It's so crazy that I was born at the right time to actually get to build all of this stuff. Because you know Robert Heinlein?
That's
This is crazy. Look up. Have you ever looked up femto photography?
Femto
photography.
Femto photography.
Just have a look at that.
What am I looking at? Have I spelled femto right? Femto.
I think so. Maybe go scroll down a bit.
Lightspeed camera. Virtual femto photography number 3.
Yeah, that's it. Try that.
What's this?
Oh, that's a clip of it in action. So basically, femto photography. There's a TED talk on this. What it does is it fires photons of light out of the camera.
Yeah.
The photons of light bounce off every object, and then eventually the photons come back to the camera where they're analyzed, and they work out the speed of the photons that come back, and they can detect things around corners.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So they took a picture of a corridor, and the picture they got back was all the contents, including the human beings that were standing in the rooms off of the corridor.
Do you know why it does that?
Do I know why it does that?
Yeah.
They just said it's the photons coming back to the camera, bouncing off stuff.
Yeah, it's because light acts like a wave.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So is one of those. It was like a TED talk type thing. That's like slow motion light. That is the wave. There might be a short on it, but it was really good documentary about how they're using. And this was years ago, so they must be well advanced now.
Oh, this was weird as well, actually. This was a weird story that was last year on Fox. They were talking about a rare demon face syndrome.
What the hell is that?
They would start seeing entities. They would start seeing demons through demon face syndrome. Just out of the blue, one day, all these news agencies got together.
Which, right, this, did you ever see the story from, the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins? Billy, is his name Billy? Billy from Smashing Pumpkins? Is that his? He says he encountered a shapeshifter. Right.
What's that picture on the right?
This is apparently the demon face you would apparently are going to see. It's a rare syndrome where you see demon faces, and apparently this is what you see instead of this.
Let's get the hell out of there syndrome.
Right.
That's what that
But
is.
this demon face is kind of what Billy describes when he describes the person shape-shifting.
Ugh.
And do you know who he says was the shapeshifter? Well, no, he hasn't said who it was, but people think who people think it is.
Who's the shapeshifter?
Apparently they think it's Tia Tequila.
What are they doing shapeshifting?
I don't know. Apparently, well, Billy says he saw it happen twice. But he doesn't say who, but he says that he saw their face change, similar to like how this looks, which is super weird.
That ain't good, is it?
And apparently this was like last year.
What are they, like possessed or something? What the hell?
Yeah, it's weird.
And spoke about an incident that happened in 2020. Then 4 years later, just out of the blue, in March of 2024, all these news agencies got together just one day to remind people there was a disease where people are going to start seeing demons. So yeah, nobody really cares anymore. I wouldn't really say cares, but
what?
Wait, Wait, is the disease that you see the demon, or is the disease that you have a face like a demon?
No, the disease is that you see a demon.
But they're not actually that shape.
They're
you
not
just see
actually
it.
that shape.
All right, got it. So
But
you're
I
actually
also,
seeing it.
but like I still find it strange that what they're showing as the demon face is what Billy described from the Smashing Pumpkins about the shapeshifter.
So that's a little bit like saying, do you not think they're gaslighting us a little bit there? Are they saying, so if you see a UFO in the sky, there's this new disease out this year called I see UFOs in the sky, and it's not real, it's just a disease.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's
Only
like,
if they're specific demon faces. I mean, they gave the exact specific demon face, so unless it's not that face.
I love that there's a requirement for the real one. This is the real demon face syndrome. Where is this medically documented? What are you talking about? Demon face syndrome. I love it. Oh man. It gets worse. It just gets worse. It's very, very cool though. So look, what have you got coming up over the next couple of episodes? Because I want to do a deep dive at some point, perhaps not today, but I want to do a deep dive on Pumapunku, the site with
Oh
the H
yeah,
blocks.
I saw something recent about that as well.
I love that stuff because what I love about it is that here's what's the thing. It's not the fact that it's there. It's super interesting and it's weird. It puts up loads of theories about whatever. But what's really interesting is nobody will fund any research into it because literally by funding
it's the
it,
same
it kind of puts a
with the
mockery of their
bullshit
own
with the
stuff.
labyrinth in Egypt.
But they won't do it. They won't go near it.
It's
why won't anybody touch it? It's
I don't
fascinating.
understand.
I don't. That's more fascinating to me than the
See,
the
that's
thing itself.
right. It's weird how many things seem to be. Maybe they're not converging, but like.
But they are.
Right, so we've got AI, we've got UFOs, we've got aliens, we've got fucking demons, we've got
we've
got I don't know if you've noticed a weird push for Christianity lately. I've certainly noticed it. It's just weird. Everything's weird. Everything's really weird.
If you
I feel like I'm quoting that video of that guy that's going like, it's going to get so weird that you're not even going to notice how weird it is.
I know. It's going to be weird off the sky. I think the reason that is because a lot of these things that are happening, whether you believe in it or not, do factually align with certain prophecies. And so obviously people are going to...
Wow, okay, right. I have a problem with this, right? Because I watched a guy the other day, some physicist asswipe, said it was biblical prophecy that that explained these events down to like the minute detail, and like he just rambles on about nothing, absolutely nothing for like 45 minutes. He doesn't explain anything, and he was on Joe Rogan as well. What's his fucking name?
And what was his contention? What was his point?
That's the thing. I don't know because he didn't say anything.
So it was like a lot of words and no.
Yeah, and he did this on Joe Rogan. Like he kept saying, "Oh, if we want to get into this deep, we can get into it." But then he just says a whole bunch of words that just like don't really explain anything. They're just words to fill the air. And then he repeats himself. We can go deeper into it if you want to, and then proceeds to repeat the same thing over and over and over again.
I mean, it shouldn't be that complex. If 4,000 years ago there was a piece of stone tablet that said, in the year 2025 you will see loads of motherships in the sky, and then fast forward to 2025 you see a load of motherships in the sky, you've got to start saying, well, maybe those guys had a point back then. That's sort of just that kind of thing. Is cool to look into, but all this other stuff I don't know.
Oh, that's one more thing, right, as I've just popped this up. Do you remember the Boogosphere?
The what? The what?
The Boogosphere.
I don't know.
You don't know about the Boogosphere?
Or maybe I do, I don't remember
it. Oh, wait, okay, hold on.
This is not
hold on.
Thing that came to life.
Let me find the Boogosphere first, because the Boogosphere was first.
Wait, is this asteroid thing that came alive?
No, that was the Panama alien. This is the Boogosphere. Like, this
that thing.
metal orb that they've been studying that was found floating somewhere.
What the hell? That's not it.
Boogosphere debunked. They said it was debunked, but they're still running tests on it as we speak, so I don't see how it's been debunked. But so we've got the Boogosphere, right? That's being worked on right now. But then we've also got this thing.
How have I not seen
Or
this?
this thing flying.
This thing.
And that he was watching it fly, and he was recording it, but when he watches the recording back, it's only visible on like.
And I've been keeping up with this guy
I
James.
guess this is one of them.
So
That's
we'll
why it's not
go.
a screenshot. What I want to do though
So
is
what?
go back
You
to
can't
where
see
he
it,
approaches
or you can see it.
Because I'm trying
No.
to think, like, if this
Did you not
rod
see it in that?
crashed into
No.
the ground.
Right, let me go back. Oh, I've gone too far back. He has an image. There it
He
is. It's
says
just
in
an
the
image. Do you see it
which I'm gonna
right
show you
there?
guys in a minute,
What is
that
that?
He tried to record
It's
this thing
like
flying, and that he was watching it fly and he was recording it, but when he watches the recording back, it's only visible on like a few frames.
Huh.
I guess this is one of them, and that's why it's just a screenshot.
Is out of phase? Yeah. Was
What
it
I want to
really?
do though is
No,
go
it
back to
crashed.
where he approaches.
So it crashed.
I'm trying to think, like,
This
with
is
this
it.
rod
He dug it
in
out,
into
and
the
this
I
is
just
it.
got home. It's really reflective, so I'm gonna try to not reveal myself in the reflection.
Let me
I'm
pause
gonna show
that
you all
one.
the markings. So here's this side. And I'm still not touching it with my hand because I think it is dangerous or radioactive or something.
The hell?
Yeah,
It's really
so he's
smooth.
obviously found this, but he's
There's that
been
hexagram.
he's been posting like so much about it. It burnt his, just leaving it. It burnt the things apparently.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He was talking about like he was getting a rash around his knees near whenever he stood near it. I don't know if that's anything.
So wait,
and he's
how
been
old are these
slowly
videos?
updating.
What's the latest video?
The latest video is 12 hours ago.
And what's he saying? And he's just called James.
Okay, guys, making an update for today. I haven't.
Why are they
updated
always
you yet.
taking it around in the
Sorry
car?
about that, but
He's not.
everything's
He's hidden
good.
it.
I haven't visited
Because
the
all right,
object since
okay.
yesterday.
So apparently he received this letter.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, updating you today. I know last night was a little bit. Nobody knew what I was talking about, kind of, but.
What is that?
To the custodian of the restricted artifact, the Directorate of Sovereign Affairs something has confirmed your possession of an object of critical national interest, henceforth referred to as the artifact. Weird. The something consulate has laid claim to the artifact in question. Its unauthorized retention constitutes a direct violation of international statutes governing relics of strategic significance. You are hereby directed to surrender the artifact to an appointed emissary. Failure to comply will invoke immediate and severe repercussions. The Directorate maintain comprehensive dossiers on your associates' residence and activities. Non-compliance will result in the systematic dismantling of your personal and professional affiliations. Assets will be seized, reputations nullified, and those closest to you will face punitive measures. You'll receive
Yeah.
further instructions on October 20th. That's today. Be advised, do not share this letter with anyone. Do not hide or destroy the artifact. Do not fail to comply.
So he's done all of those things, right? So wait, they've not even double margined their paper there. That's terrible writing. What the hell is this?
I mean, if this is real, who does that sound like?
I mean, this is a joke. This is a joke. That is rubbish because why would they write a letter to him for starters?
know.
They just turn
Right,
up
they
with
would
a
just
blooming
take
light
it.
pen and take it or beam it out or whatever. They're not going to write to him. From whom? He's not even said who he's from. It's
Unless,
somebody.
because he's been posting on YouTube,
Yeah.
it might be a bit obvious if they just come and took it off him.
They were going to know. They just shut his YouTube down and obliterate
Yeah,
him. You'd never know.
true.
And he's just called James. I mean, it's like that video. I'm waiting for a mate. What's his name? James. And what's your name? James.
I'm so annoyed about that Panama alien thing as well, by the way. I'll tell you about that in a second. But his last
the Panama
update...
alien, the black gooey thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, making an update for today. I haven't
So-
updated you yet, and sorry about that, but Everything's good. I haven't visited the object since yesterday, though, but I'm sure it's fine. Going to work, just making this so you know I'm alive. It's going to be a boring update again, because...
Okay, that's basically what his talks. That's basically what his updates are. He's just basically saying I'm alive. And
how many views has he got, by the way?
oh, in total.
I mean, like, how many subscribers, how many views?
Oh, he's got 5K subscribers, like 700 views, 1,000 views on his videos.
Nah, this is rubbish.
2,000 views, but not many. Only a few people have covered it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I feel like, I mean, I'm keeping up just in case. But the Panama alien thing, that turned out to be bullshit. Like he admitted to it. He showed us how he made it.
How did he
wow,
make it?
actually, it's kind of weird, right? Because he showed us how he made it, which was like him and his like family, like were using like it was all mechanical and stuff, and like to make it move and stuff and everything. Like they put some proper work into it. But then he goes on to a TV show, and he's got the thing with it, the fake thing with him. And then the next few videos, he's playing with those samples he had again, and he's saying cryptic stuff like, "I refuse to do what they tell me," and I've not checked, but the last title of a video I saw from someone else was that all of the Panama stuff has been taken off TikTok now. It's gone.
Ooh.
So, I know, kind of weird. Kind of weird.
They got to him.
Kind of weird.
Oh man, that's a shame. Though.
I was so invested in that one. I was keeping up. I was like, it's probably fake. It's probably CGI. It wasn't CGI. It was. He actually built it. He made it.
This sphere and that asteroid thing. The sphere and the asteroid is the same.
Oh, let me continue with this guy then with 3i Atlas.
Friends from 3i Atlas.
Okay, that's an incredible statement. So, you remote viewed 3i Atlas. Did you do that on your own, or were you tasked with this assignment?
I was tasked by the same intelligence people I'm working with to look at the object, because those had concerns. But what I saw as a remote viewer was a mothership with occupants on board, and they were mostly Draco reptilian occupants.
Okay.
That's what I saw as a remote viewer, and
that was corroborated by other remote viewers seeing the same thing.
That's correct. Yes.
The ship and Draco.
That's correct. One of them is John Vivant.
Oh, I didn't hear the Draco thing before, so they're calling them lizard people now. Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Aren't lizard people already here? Why would another group of lizard people be coming?
And they wouldn't really. they just wouldn't do it. I don't think that you'd bother. Why would you bother? And why would you be? No.
There is a theory. I mean, I'm not about 3i Atlas, but about the potential of a mothership coming. It being that apparently we've known for years and years and years that they are coming back for their ships.
Coming back
for their crashed ship, the crash ships that we have.
Man.
Apparently,
really?
Apparently, that's a theory.
I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. Sorry, the dog's going mad. I don't know whether you can hear that.
I couldn't.
Oh, okay, good. So, yeah, I don't believe that. I think the ships were already here. I think the species are already here. I don't think anybody's traveling across the galaxy like a moron. I think
I think it's both. I think there are some here,
right?
But I do also think that we've had visitors because they've got to. They can't all be from here. Not all of them. They've got to have come here from somewhere else.
Well, I don't know. It depends where somewhere else is. It's all very subjective, isn't it? I mean, then you're gonna.
I mean, especially when you realise how they're traveling. If we can agree on they are basically putting a bubble around them and just appearing where they want to appear.
Yes.
Then why can't they travel from one side of the galaxy to the other in an instant?
Well, they can. That's what I mean. But
yeah.
this idea that they've spotted a mothership en route just seems a bit primitive to me.
Yeah. Well, Well, there are other theories that the reason why we don't see other aliens is because they're all hiding, and that the first person to actually pop their head up is the first to get fucking swatted down.
Was it you that was telling me, or was it me that was telling you about the? Do you remember when they used to have the red light glasses on in Vietnam?
Oh yeah, I know about that
And
as
they was,
well.
and
They
they
were
were
apparently
seeing all
seeing
those
like shadow
creatures.
creatures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
in the
then
red
weirdly enough,
inflight.
and you cannot buy that material anymore. It's banned everywhere.
It's weird.
That's
Super
odd,
weird.
isn't it? And they were seeing like flying creatures, and they were shooting at them, thinking they were part of the enemy. You take the glasses off, they wasn't there. And that's like witness testimony from the troops in Vietnam. That was weird. That was really weird. I find that very interesting.
They were like, do you know about some of the shit that the US did to the fucking Viet Congs, man? Like the way that they psychologically freaked them out. They were like playing like ghost noises and voices of women like in trouble and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
and their families telling them to go home and stop fighting and stuff like that, or to take their own lives because they shame their families and shit. And they were playing these out of well, apparently they were playing it out of speakers as well, but apparently they were also like using a special frequency so they could hear it in their heads.
Yeah, and that was then.
Yeah.
Without social media. Mm-hmm. So just imagine what they can do now. This is why.
If any aliens are listening to this, come smoke a doobie with me. Like, stop hiding, man. Just come chill, man. Come smoke with me, and let's talk about the cosmos.
Go and talk about the cosmos with Tony Strange. Do that. Don't come here. I'm busy. If you want to go and have a smoke, that's the place to go. Yeah,
that would just be like the best thing ever.
Wouldn't
if
it?
Like if aliens just showed up and they were just like,
Yeah.
let's get high, man.
Yeah. Just like we've been here the whole time, and here's the truth. Blah blah blah. Let's all just crack on.
Do you know? I've got a theory. Because right,
go on.
I'd have to explain so much about why I've gotten to this point. But my theory is that Trump is trying to end all the wars because he wants to unite the world. And if this whole Three Eye Atlas thing does turn out to be aliens, then that's also part of it. But I also think that this is going to be not just us, it's going to be the other aliens here as well, joining us to fight whatever's coming.
Whoa! Right, so like common enemy.
Because apparently, like, I had this theory a little while ago after a lot of rabbit holes. But I watched something else again the other day that kind of reinforced it a little bit. That another alien species basically said the same thing, that's the reason why we don't see them as often, like other species all over the place, because they are all hiding, and there are bad species out there that will just fucking come and kill you.
Do you think there are species living inside the Earth?
I mean, it possible. Very possible, especially with because didn't they just announce they found a landmass in the North Pole?
Oh,
didn't they just fucking announce they found that landmass that doesn't exist, that could never have existed? They found a landmass.
Man.
You know what? You know that place that Bird said he found?
Yeah, the Black Rock. It's called Black Rock.
Was it Black Rock?
In the North Pole is Black Rock, and in the South Pole that's different. That's the where he said he found a tunnel and an entrance. To
was it the South Pole then?
Yeah, South Pole, and he went inside the South Pole, and underneath the ice, he found like lakes and like vegetation, and he actually did that interview in the 50s or whenever it was when he said there's loads of land out there, loads of resources, oil, minerals. It'd be a really cool prospect for America to go out there, just talking as business almost, like it was just that was what he saw. And then suddenly they signed the Antarctic Treaty, and no one ever went there again. Weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, just
Very,
all
very
the other
weird.
stuff. You know, the other stuff you could say, well, whatever. Yeah, it's all a bit kind of wacky, like he saw people that were living there or whatever. But apart from that, the fact that he said there's loads of land out there, there's loads of resources, we could do well for our citizens. It was just kind of like bog standard talk, you know. And then it was like, well, you never. And he went there with aircraft carriers. It was a proper military exercise.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah. And it's weird. It's a weird story for him to make up as well.
it? I don't know why he would do that. You know, because I mean, the thing is, he's like a highly respected person, scientist, philanthropist, whatever.
I mean, it is possible he hallucinated the whole thing.
Yeah, but it is possible that he did that. It's a bit like that remote viewing again. What they
Well,
see,
yeah.
you know, there's no way to confirm or deny what they saw. They can only report it, and if it
Well,
comes true,
apparently
fair
with
enough.
those remote views, because I've watched a few Wi-Fi episodes that do go over it. Apparently, they weren't right all the time, but there were a few times they were right about everything that they said they saw, and it would have been impossible for them to have faked it. So, like, there are some occasions where apparently that's according to the Wi-Files. I mean, AJ could be bullshitting. I don't know.
No, I've seen loads of stuff on that about remote viewing. I've got a book about remote viewing as well, and it does talk about the amount, because obviously when you lay it all out, you've got what's a coincidence, what is chance, what is this, or what is that. And when they do these experiments with remote viewing, the amount they get correct is way beyond chance, coincidence, statistics. You know, statistically, they're above the stats. So you think that's quite interesting. And how do they do that? And then obviously you've got, because they've been used by people. I mean, the police use psychics when they're doing a manhunt. They regularly use psychics because they're useful, and they can tap into stuff that most humans can't tap into, and that's just a skill. It's just like another sense, isn't it?
Do you know what I think put most people off psychics? Derek Acora.
Derek Acora. But as I've said for many years now, that sort of public discreditation.
Do you know what I didn't know?
It's for a purpose.
I didn't know, like, Uri Geller was, like, used by, like, the CIA and stuff. I thought he was just a weird magician guy that bent spoons on TV.
Oh no, he could do some stuff, couldn't he? It was odd.
Well, he's claimed to have seen a lot of stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah. It is. I wish we could get to the bottom of it.
Do you know, if another thing, right? If other dimensions are real, that means I would then put money on every single cryptid being real. Every single one of them. Vampires, werewolves, fucking chupacabras. They're all fucking real.
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
And the reason we don't fucking see them, or we can't catch them, is because they keep fucking hopping dimensions.
Yeah, well, I mean, the interdimensional things is kind of more mainstream science now, isn't it? Talking about interdimensional stuff. So, if you marry the two together, then all bets are off, I think.
It boggles my mind, to be honest, because I don't understand. I mean, I trust the science. This is what they're saying, especially when they did the whole double slit thing, and it kind of like proved the multiverse.
Yes,
because all things were happening at once and simultaneously not. So fucking, it's weird how weird light behaves. And then when you try to observe it, it stops what it's doing. It knows it's being observed. That's fucking weird.
So light is interesting, but another thing that's interesting is water, because nobody really understands water still, and how it behaves under certain circumstances with frequency, and with when you say you're going fishing. I don't go fishing. Right, okay, maybe we'll go fishing one day. So you go fishing, and you accidentally cut yourself, and a drop of blood goes in the water, and they say, "Oh, a shark can smell that from 4 miles away." Right?
Can it?
So that's what they say. Well, I'm like,
I mean,
well,
I would,
how?
but I mean, If it was right underneath me, I'd go, okay, yeah, maybe.
No,
But not for 4 miles away.
Miles away. And I'm like, well, how do they do that? But then I watched a thing long time ago. Wasn't on the Y-Files. It was on the History Channel at some point. I don't know what it was called now. It's gone out of my mind. But anyway, it was about water memory.
Yeah.
And how you've got a great big body of water, and if you do something at one shore on that side, and you take a sample of the water on the other side, it displays the similar properties to the thing that you've done to the water at the other end, almost as if the water is acting as one big mass, one big like it's communicating with itself. And also the idea that you can play certain sounds to water and it affects the properties of the water. So if you put like 432 hertz and play it to water, the water remains just still and pure or whatever. And if you play a different frequency to water, it can become stagnant quicker. And they've done loads of experiments on water, but that's fascinating to me. That it can be manipulated and changed by frequency and sound. I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
And you've seen those cymatic plates, haven't you? You know the where they pour the sand on. They pour the sand on a.
Oh yeah. And it does all those weird geometric patterns and stuff.
Beautiful patterns. Well, what I find interesting is you've got a plate.
Have you seen it when it does it with the jelly and stuff as well, and like the goo and that stuff fascinates me as well.
Yeah, you make
the cornstarch.
Snowflake. Yeah, it looks like a snowflake or a really wonderful thing, and you do a different frequency, it looks a bit horrible. And I don't understand how people refuse to accept that a frequency could have an effect on the body, because if it can move sound
that's been proven though, hasn't it? That was proven a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, but people still won't buy it.
It's like I mean, all you gotta do is just.
If you go to a concert and someone plays a bass note that's really loud, you feel it in your stomach.
Yeah, you do.
So that's it for me. Obviously it works. You know, you play a certain frequency at someone. You look at those sound guns they use.
Well, it's the same with when it comes to like all the old like Stonehenge and shit. They're all like harmony based, aren't they? Like
yeah.
They have a frequency with was it G? I think it's
B flat.
Was it B flat? I could have sworn it was G.
If you look at Adam's calendar, if you look at Michael Tellinger's stuff, Michael Tellinger, they did all the stuff in South Africa, and they were talking about the B flat being this. It resonates at B flat. If you hit the earth, it rings like a bell, and it's B flat is the note.
But like the moon ringing like a bell.
The moon rings like a bell as well. Yep.
Because it's hollow.
The hollow moon. That's like a Death Star, right?
I can believe that though, because the moon is weird.
The moon is weird. Do you remember the tribe was it an African tribe that have sort of traditions that are passed down, and they talk about a time before the moon.
Yeah.
And they remember the moon getting towed into place, and like there's your moon. Now you can have this, that, and the other. That's interesting. That's quite funny. Because he was never there. Because it is weird, the moon, isn't it? Because it sort of shouldn't really be there. It shouldn't really be there.
But it also stabilizes our oceans.
Well, that's why it's there. I think that's what it's for.
So what was wrong with our that confuses me. Like what was going on with our oceans before, and then what was it doing?
Well, if I'm going to rock up and terraform a planet, and I'm like, this place is a mess. We need stabilization. I know we'll tow a lump of rock in there. That will stabilize the ocean.
Oh, I've also, I suppose, like, I know we're basically a water planet, but like, you know how like we were like all one big landmass.
Well,
like,
maybe, yeah.
When was that?
Well, you're talking like 4 billion years ago, whatever. 3, so they say, whatever.
So like,
I
after the dinosaurs, it was still one landmass.
Well, it was breaking up by then, I think. That's more recent. That's like what, 6,500 million years ago. They say. I don't buy that either, but whatever. That's what they say.
I mean, I remember being taught that when I was younger, so I don't know if that's still real. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. I keep thinking about like this. I've realized this the last few years. Like some of the shit that we were taught in school
was rubbish.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was how quickly we passed over them. Like I remember in primary school we did like Romans, Egyptians, we did Tudors and stuff like that. But it was like we spent about a couple of weeks on each one. And like
that was it.
I think, well, other than like Egyptian, I think we did spend the longest on Egyptian, maybe like 3 months.
Yeah, but that was all wrong.
But like, wow, yeah.
Because they said, oh yeah, the pyramids were like a tomb. No one's ever found a body in a pyramid, ever. Ever. So there wasn't a tomb at all. That was just rubbish.
That is weird, isn't it? Like,
well, I think
that was just a thing. Like mummies aren't real because they've never found a mummy. There's never been no one's ever been put in a sarcophagus and left inside any of the pyramids. So the whole mummy cryptid thing is just total nonsense.
It's like an old wives' tale, isn't it? It's not right. But yet it was taught in school. People taught us that.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah.
And like we never like what we got taught about, like, especially I'm thinking now to like the Greeks and the Romans. We were taught about the gods, but we were taught about them like we were watching a Disney movie.
That's right, yeah.
We weren't really told what these gods really did.
That's right, yeah.
What the Romans really did.
Yeah, it was all very fairy tale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very fairy tale, yeah. Brett, do you reckon like 1990s kind of teachers were just trolling us? They were just making stuff up just for a laugh?
I wonder if it's because of the Cold War.
Ooh, what's that got to do with it?
Right, okay. Hear me out.
Oh my God, go on.
When World War II ended, I feel like probably people were probably like quite honest about what was going on. But then during the Cold War, people were obviously fucking shitting their pants again because, like, are we going to go into another fucking World War again? Especially with fucking Russia. That has fucking nukes. So, like, I think that scared the shit out of people. So they didn't want to fucking, like... And I think it affected them in a way that felt like they needed to protect the next generation from all of the bad things. Because I do feel like, and I know, okay, it's weird to say because we were kids, but I feel like we were babied. We were taught Disney-fied stories of brutal events throughout history. We were taught the complete opposite thing. And I think back to 9/11 as well. And when that happened in high school.
Yeah.
And how little our teachers spoke about it.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that is true, actually, isn't it? What does it mean? Man, you're gonna have like 3 days of editing.
Oh, I'm just gonna upload it as it is.
Fine.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I wanted to do anyway. Like, I think the best podcast is Joe Rogan. They just talk, and they have the best conversations, especially when he has like a really good guest on.
Yeah.
Like, they have some of the best conversations.
Are we? Perhaps we'll do it next time. Can we do a deep dive
Well,
into the ancient architecture thing?
You're in charge of the next load
okay, cool.
Yeah, you supply the content.
Sweet. Yeah.
I did this one. You did the next one.
Fine. We'll do like a tennis match, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about ancient artifacts and ancient buildings and structures that are on the Earth, and we're going to talk about where those objects came from and the claims that are made about who built them, which contradict what you might.
There's a couple of those. Do you know about the Mu civilization as well?
The Mu?
Yeah.
MU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one because obviously you got the Mu, you got the Tatarian, you've got fucking the Anunnaki.
Yeah, yeah. So ancient Sumeria.
And ancient Sumeria as well.
Very interested in that, yeah. Because their text, which are the earliest texts known to have even been written, like first writings on the planet, and they just lay it out quite simply. Enki and Enlil came down. They had a bit of a falling out. We all got stuck here, and the other one buggered off home. and that's where we're at. That's the end. It was like really like, then here we are. We're just going to crack on now.
Oh, so do you not subscribe to the planet Nibiru theory then, when it comes to the aliens that came here?
Possibly, but that doesn't exclude the other story, though. I mean, it could still be the same story.
I think it's part of the same story. So, like, well, if it's the Anunnaki, then they apparently came with another species as well. But they came from another planet that some people have also like claimed 3i Atlas might be. That like circles our solar system like at such a long like cycle. Like, it's like every 3,600 years it passes us, and this could be them returning right now, or whatever. I was like, has it been 3,600 years since the Anunnaki?
It's funny
I feel like it's
say
been
that.
younger than that, longer than that, hasn't it?
I think it's been more time than that. But there's a headline yesterday, nothing to do with any of the stuff we're talking about, but it was just on a mainstream thing saying they've found like a huge exoplanet that goes around every couple of 100,000 years. It's so slow, right out in the distance.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know. But yeah, the whole Nibiru thing's interesting. Nibiru, anything ancient Sumerian is very interesting because it's the earliest record we've got of writing stuff down. I mean, the thing is, if you're gonna first write stuff, or if you're gonna carve something in stone on a slab of stone 100 feet tall, you're not allowed to make one mistake in it, and it's going to be a record of what happened in your empire. Are you going to use a third of it to describe alien beings that came down and gave you technology just for a bit of a troll?
Maybe.
Yeah, well.
You don't know. They may have some like weird sixth sense of humor.
We're gonna spend 20
you
years.
have heard of the U.S. government, right?
Yeah, yeah, but you know, 20 years carving a piece of stone just to say, "Ha, there was an alien." Like, why? Why would you bother? Honestly, people talk. And the thing is, it's intermingled with other stuff. Like, today we planted the crops, and here's how we did it. Oh, and by the way, Enkil came down and gave us this new thing called a plow. We used that. It was a fun time. Like, it's just like documents like everyday life with these alien beings. Why would you do it? Why would you just not say, I invented it? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah. I think most of the stories about the gods were either real, actual people, or they were aliens.
Yeah, I think...
Especially the Greek gods, and... Yeah, the Greek gods, I'm pretty sure they were aliens.
All of that, yeah, I agree. And have you watched the Michael Tellinger program? Have you watched that?
I don't know who that is, so probably not.
Okay, right. I will send you the link after this, ready for next time, because it's relevant for the next show. So he talks about gods with a small g, and what he means by that are beings that came to the planet, were worshipped as gods.
Yeah.
But they were here for nefarious reasons and for the gold mines. So they got gold mines in South Africa, ancient gold mine. They're talking 10, 20,000 years old, and these things are like precision cut gold mines. And the stories go that these beings came down. They needed the gold for whatever reason. There's another story why they needed the gold. They needed these.
Well, that's
gold
part of the
minerals.
Anunnaki story, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So they came down. They got the indigenous people to dig the mines for them. They were workers, and they were either paid off or they gave them something in exchange for that technology or whatever.
There's a part of that story that is apparently well, if we're going by the Anunnaki story, apparently they came with another race first and used those to mine the gold, but they tried to uprise, and then they failed. But then one of the Anunnaki guys decided to genetically engineer some monkeys.
That's right. Yeah.
Created us humans, but then humans and the Anunnaki interbred and created gods. But also that other species and humans interbred and created the Nephilim.
I was going to say Nephilim, yeah. So there's lots of stories about that. I'm not sure about monkeys though, but I think there was an indigenous set of
I was
here
referring to us being the monkeys, not literally monkeys, but
oh, okay, right, yeah. So, but yeah, whoever the indigenous people were, there was a lot of interbreeding going on, and you see that in the and do you know what? There's loads of similar stories in all sorts of parts of the world where they have this experience where someone comes down from the sky and a chariot of fire gives them some technology to help them on their way, and it's all happening in South America. It happens in the Nordic lands, it's in Asia, Africa. They've all got the similar stories. It's fascinating.
Have you seen that some Russian scientist is claiming that some of us humans might actually have alien DNA, and he believes that it's all alien abductees have got alien DNA.
Is that to do with rhesus negative blood?
I don't know.
Look that up on your Google right now for next time. Rhesus negative bloodline. Nobody knows where that came from. So have a look at that.
Weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. And certain people can give blood but not receive certain blood or whatever. There's certain things that are interesting genetically. And actually, when you look at the genome, like the Human Genome Project, there's bits in there that look like they've been spliced together. Loads of claims of people saying that DNA has been spliced at some point during our history. Not in a natural way either.
Yeah, they say that the way that these two genes are fused together, are fused in a way that can't be done. They assume can't be done naturally. So they think someone may, and I think they said that Denisovians and Neanderthals also didn't have this happen to them either.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we're related to both of them.
Yeah, that's right. And it's interesting because when you look at that and then you line it up to these stories, when they said they came down and mutated the people to serve their will, and then you look at DNA that we're actually looking at with our eyes and saying, oh, hang on, someone's messed with us at this point in history. You think, oh, hang on, it kind of lines up with that story. Interesting.
Well, apparently he's asking for a larger data set. He wants more people that were born before a certain date, before the CRISPR genetic thing was invented. He wants people to come forward to test their DNA to see if they've got this alien DNA.
That's interesting.
Because
at least someone's looking into it. That's nice.
Apparently there is a chance we've got hybrid people on the planet. I mean, that was always a thing anyway, wasn't it? Why else would they be experimenting on us?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Actually, I was doing oh my God, this was years ago now, and I was imagining almost like a movie plot whereby all of this stuff about us sharing information and doing all this, when you send your DNA off to whatever to find out your history or whatever, who you're related to. I've done it myself, where your ancestry line comes from. And there was, at one point, there was a really big push for everyone to do it. Yeah, you should do it. All these advertisements. Yeah, you must do it. You must do it. It's really cool. It became like a fad. And then I started coming up with this idea that they wanted to do that so that they could look at the data and find where the aliens were amongst us. So we find out which one of us were marked by the dodgy DNA, and then come and beam us up,
I wonder if we're a prison planet.
Oh yeah, I think we are. No one's going anywhere. We ain't going anywhere. We ain't going anywhere. When you go to Mars, what are you going to do? You sit there, put the campfire on, and then come home again. There's nothing out there, man. It's desolate, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I think so. You're going to have to go a long way before you find... Unless you go to,
Did
like...
you not know they found signs of life?
On Jupiter's moons.
And on Mars?
What kind of life?
They found microbial life?
Yeah. Do you reckon it came here from Mars?
Possibly.
A lot of people say that, don't they?
I think Mars definitely had a civilization at one point. Whether they came here and we're them.
I find it a bit eerie looking at the Mars rover stuff. Like it looks like, like it's very, very quiet, very still, obviously because it's just a rock. But you look at it and you think, I wonder if there was stuff going on here.
You just look at some of the pictures though, like there's clearly some like some shapes that aren't done naturally. There's clearly some sort of like ruin.
I did see, I mean, a lot of them are, you can think, oh, well, it depends on the angle, blah, blah, blah. But I did see one that looked like, I'm not even kidding, it looked like a door.
Oh, I think I've seen that picture that you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the only
And doesn't
one
it look like there's someone stood in it as well?
Yeah, and it was like, it had like a surround. It looked like a door with a big, massive thing.
And another one where it looks like a cat statue as well.
Oh, I don't know
Have you
about
seen
the
that
cat
one?
statue, but no, I've not seen that one. But that was the only one that really took my interest because it was straight on the site as well, on the thing. You're like looking at it, thinking, oh, what's that? It was like a door. That's weird. And then what makes me more interested was all the people saying, "Oh, I think it's lens flare." That that, and then I'm like, "Oh, now I'm really interested," because you said that.
when it's clearly not lens flare, I often wonder if that's just a bot saying it has to be lens flare.
Well, that's what I said at the beginning of the conversation. I think they're bots. But
most of them are bots. If they haven't got a picture and their name's got a whole bunch of numbers at the end, it's a bot. There's no way that's a real person.
Yeah.
And they always say the most ridiculous thing. And they either didn't actually... They didn't quite understand the context of the video. Like they'll say something about it, but it's not quite accurate to what was actually said in the video.
Oh yeah, well that's a proper AI bot. But I'm talking about people that are saying silly things like there's a door.
There's always going to be some stupid people out there. You can't reason with retards.
Yeah.
Can't reason a person out of something they didn't reason themselves into.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, so I think the Mars stuff, it all ties into the ancient architecture. Is ancient architecture on other planets? That's interesting as well. Or potential remains, which would be that'd be amazing. You imagine if they found like a temple or something on one of these planets or on a moon of Jupiter.
Well, those fake alien bodies they found in South America like a couple of years back. Someone tried to make out it was real, but like they turned out to be just like animal bones put together.
Oh right, yeah.
Apparently, one of the skulls that they've found might actually be legit though.
What did they do? Did they analyze it? Who analyzed
it? I don't know. Like every time I see this is the problem. We only get little short stories, and it always bugs me with these UFO sightings. Why people stop fucking recording? Like why is the clip always so fucking short? What? If I saw something in the sky and I thought that was a UFO, I would not stop fucking recording. I'd be like, look at this fucking guys, fucking look.
Yeah, it is a bit odd, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's either filmed on a potato.
Maybe that's why the aliens don't come to me. It's because I would just fucking out them. Aliens, I won't. Just come chill, man. Just come chill. Just come chill.
Come chill out. Like
just come smoke a spliff with me. We'll be good.
Did you see? This is completely. I'm off on a tangent right now. But did you see the remains of E.T.?
As in the film E.T.?
The actual puppet.
No, what did they
Oh,
do?
look it up. It's so sad.
Remains of ET.
The remains of the ET puppet. Just look it up. It's so sad. Because it's basically like rotted.
This one.
Yeah, look, it's rotted away. They put a bit of resin on it and keep it nice, but it just fell to pieces. All of those animatronic puppets from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. They've all obviously people didn't know it was going to be a thing, a cultural thing, so they just made a puppet, filmed it, job done, stuck it in a cupboard, and now they've all rotted away. And you just look at it, you think, oh, it's kind of sad that.
That is sad.
You know, isn't it? And I think they had another one. It was like from Terrorhawks. You know those puppets?
Yeah.
Just all gone now. It's just bits of nothing left because it's all just old rubber that perforates, isn't it? But they obviously wasn't thinking at the time. If we just made an episode of something, you wouldn't be thinking in 30 years' time what you were going to do with it. It wasn't even a thing. People didn't know. But now you look at those old puppets, like whether it be the original Yoda puppet or all of them, and they're all just going to wither away, aren't they, to dust?
Oh, that's sad, man.
I know. I think it is. They should at least.
But at least Yoda will become more powerful than ever before.
They should scan it and do another. I've just completely off topic, just for a minute. I just need to tell you this. This week, my neighbour's coming around. He's got a 3D scanner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna just for fun. We're gonna scan me and make a bobblehead.
Are we going to be able to get proper Urkram action figures?
Yeah, Urkram action figure, and also just for kicks, we're going to try and scan the largest thing possible. We're going to scan my car and see if we can print it out as a scale model of the car.
That's awesome.
I know, right? So it's limitless what we can do now with this 3D scanner, and it's actually pretty good resolution as well. When I looked at some of the stuff, he printed out like a bike, and I'm like, for real, that's actually a bike, and you've printed it out from a scan of real life stuff. That's going to be awesome. The tech we've got available now is incredible.
Insane.
It's so good, so good.
You say that, and then you were questioning that floating bike.
I was questioning the one that was like a beach ball for sure.
To be fair, that I don't see that one taking off as well as the.
Pardon the pun.
Pun
literally saw it
unintended.
taking off.
I think the Jetson's better.
Yeah,
I feel that will maybe the bike one will appeal to the bikers, but I think that Jetson's going to appeal to most people.
I would pay as much, or if not a little bit more, than an actual car for that, and just go around in it.
Yeah.
Mass produce them.
Well, I would prefer if it was cheaper than a car. I would expect it to be cheaper than a
obviously,
car, actually,
yeah.
just because of its size. And actually, it depends on what it needs to run. If it's all electric, like
no.
I'd need to know how it all
we need
works.
A hydrogen Jetson is what we need.
Anti-gravity.
Well, I don't know.
See, this is why we need the aliens, man. So we can Right. It's been. I'm fucking 37, right? I grew up on Star Trek from a very, very young age. They predicted shit years ago. I feel like we stagnated. I feel like something changed. It scared something.
2000.
It scared people, and we just stopped doing stuff. And
if you think of the 90s, right?
And that's why I think
80s.
it seems so scary now that everything's going so fast, because I felt like we stagnated during the 90s to early 2000s. And then all of a sudden everyone was like, why the fuck are we going so slow?
Yeah, it's true. Because when you look back, I tell you what, when you look back at just stuff that was being built, late 80s, early 90s, there was some really cool stuff going on, really innovations, tech and stuff. And you're right, at the sort of end of the 90s, mid 2000s, nothing sort of happened.
Yeah.
Everything got a bit cheap. Everything got. Do you know what? Do you remember the other day we were talking about CD players?
Yeah.
And how, right. And the new generation, they want to get into CDs and owning something physical rather than renting stuff for the rest of their lives. And I was looking at like vintage CD players from the late 80s, early 90s. And they were saying in those days they used really massive big transistors and great big bits of kit. These things were huge. They fill your table up.
Yeah.
And then sort of the late 90s, early 2000s, it was all mass produced in China, like really cheap chips and everything.
Yeah.
And people now are going back to those early 90s machines and saying, flipping, oh man, the CDs sound awesome on this piece of kit because it's like really, really robust kit.
Yeah.
Cost a fortune. But it's kind of in correlation to what you said.
Well, I
time.
remember thinking that. Like, I remember getting a little CD player with a little fucking speakers and it just being crap. The goal was to go out and get one of those big hi-fi systems. With the 5 fucking disc spinner.
Yeah.
With the multiple tape decks and the fucking. You've got like 6 different massive speakers plus subwoofers and fucking other shit to go around.
Yeah.
Like, that was the goal.
It is, true. And I think it should be the goal again, because I think in that mid-90s phase, we lost all that and we went for cheap rather than quality. And I think we need to get back to that. And I only went down the rabbit hole because I was talking about someone and I thought, I wonder if this is the thing. Oh my God, it's the thing. If you go on Facebook, there are groups after groups after groups of people seeking out this stuff. And I'm not talking about just anything from the 90s. I'm talking about specific chipsets. Like, some guy was looking for this Sony unit and he gave the actual serial number that he was looking for. He said anything that's not that does not have these particular resistors in them or whatever. The actual piece of kit. And he said, you listen to a CD on there, and he said it's something out of this world. You can't imagine the sound quality. And all we do now is listen to stuff on our phone. You can't even appreciate music anymore on your phone. It's rubbish.
I've noticed that, right, with the because I've started using wireless earbuds. And when I'm indoors, they're really, really good.
Yes.
As soon as I go outside, I can't hear shit.
No, it's rubbish.
They're super. It's like, it's weird. But then I'll go and get a cheap £1 pair of fucking crappy headphones from Poundland and plug them in, and they're fucking way louder.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it is weird.
Way louder.
So what we need, the bottom line here, is that we need aliens to come back and just give us a bit of a boost with tech.
What they need to do is we need a proper first contact moment. We need them to actually land somewhere in front of everyone, like the fucking Vulcans do with Cochrane. It's supposed to happen from I think it's like 90 years from now in Star Trek lore.
Can't be waiting around for that.
We can't wait 90 years. If we wait 90 years, we're probably going to blow ourselves up. Look, if you guys come, land, tell everyone you're here, Putin will, stop fucking around with Ukraine. Netanyahu will fucking shut his fucking face. Maybe smile on the other side.
Man, can you imagine? Anyway, look, I'm going.
And Trump will be king. Oh, did you see the troll he did? Because of the No Kings Front.
That's so funny.
He is the content president. He is the best entertainment ever.
So funny. Really, really funny. He's like, oh man, thanks for doing that protest. I was really scared there was going to be a king coming. I was like, it really just makes me laugh.
It's weird, how much I'm noticing the other side absolutely lose their fucking mind over him. The obvious lies they say is just. Did you know they faked the whole how many people were actually at that protest? They used the clip from 2018. There were millions turned up, and it was a clip from 2000. It was the Boston fucking riot, I think.
Oh, really?
Boston protest or something like that from 2018.
Who put that out?
One of the news people did, I
Oh,
think.
they should be-
and
they
then
should be-
someone said it was from 2018, and then someone asked Grok, said, "Is this video from 2018?" And like Grok is like, "Yes, this is from the Boston whatever it is thing
Wow,
from
no
2018." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah, that is bad. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. Nobody should be doing that about anything, really. That's really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just it's hilarious to watch.
Yeah,
It's
people take
weird
it
as well
they're
because
full on with it.
like it's weird. I didn't really give a shit about Trump when he was like doing the apprentice shit. That wasn't really anything I cared about.
Right.
So like I didn't really have an opinion on him. And then like when he started running for president and people started losing his mind, I was like, wait, I thought everyone liked Trump.
Yeah, I remember.
What's going on? And then I keep watching like the same videos from like different points in time of him saying the exact same thing over and over and over and over and over
it's
again.
true, yeah.
And I'm like, what changed?
I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? It is a bit weird. I think it's a similar thing with like, JFK, that kind of stuff. I think when you digging around and you're not part of the scene, because obviously he's not like a politician properly, is he? And I think if he's digging around and people don't like that, so there's a lot of media stuff.
Well, despite all of that now, I think America's in a good place again. I'm worried about what the fuck's going on here now.
Oh, this is nuts here. Isn't
What's going on here is just, I mean, I don't really like do anything, go out anywhere, so I'm probably okay.
Right.
I probably won't need a digital ID, at least not yet. But
yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. And the whole
do you watch
the China stuff going on as well? I don't know what is going on with that, but like,
well, about China, do you watch Spanian, the YouTuber?
No, don't know who that is.
I think you'd really like him. He's a guy on YouTube. He was in jail for a long time. And he does vlogs and stuff around the world. He's been up Everest. He's done this and that. And one of his vlogs was in Shenzhen. I think you say it's called Shenzhen or Shenzhen. And it's the most advanced place in China.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes up there. You'd be well into that because when he arrives, there's hardly any people there. And he walks up and there's this robot, a huge robot about the size of the wall, like huge.
Leading out the other robots.
Is what?
Leading out the other robots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just like that.
Having it.
And it said,
"Do you all want to go home?"
Exactly. He said, "Welcome to the hotel. Would you like a coffee?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right." And so it makes him this coffee and gives it to him. And then he says, "Right, I just take the coffee, right?" And he's on your app. You've got like an app for the bank and stuff. But if you don't have your phone or your wallet or any money, there's no cash out there. You just stand at the screen and it scans your face and takes the money out of your bank because it knows who you are. And he said he's never seen tech like it. And he walked out, and within 10 yards of him leaving the hotel, there was this kind of box with a menu on it outside. And he just said, you can get a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a KFC, anything. And he just pressed it, and he said, all right, it'd be a 15-minute wait. Scan your face, take the money, whatever. And 15 minutes, you hear bzzz, and it's a drone turns up with his food or his tea or whatever, drops it in the box and flies off again. And there's no exchange. And he said there's cameras every 10 meters everywhere. And he said if you leave a phone or a piece of jewelry on the side of the street, people just walk past it because there's no crime. There's zero crime in that town because everybody's tracked. It's like The Sims. Everybody's tracked from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep. It's crazy, yeah?
I really do hope that doesn't happen here.
It's started already, man.
Oh, man. Although, did you see that Trump is apparently offering asylum to Brits?
I did see that, yes.
So if that's true, Trump! I don't have a passport, but can you let me in?
No, you need your documents.
Or, give me a passport and then let me in.
Yeah, that's it. You can do that. Yeah, we definitely would be cheaper there. Not kidding. No matter what you think about anything, it would just definitely be cheaper to live there.
For the most part. I don't know about like health stuff.
That's different. Yeah, that's different. You'd have to make provisions for that, I guess, but it depends. Depends, doesn't it? Maybe the net cost is.
I
maybe
mean,
the same,
from, I mean, yeah, I'm basing this on a couple of people's opinions, but if the US end up adopting some form of universal basic income, I think we'll be good. I feel like that's going to be inevitable at some point anyway, but everywhere.
Well, it is, but the problem with universal income then, though, is that you might think it's a good idea, but if it's going to come with caveats, like you can have your universal income, however, you have to do X, Y, Z. That's a bit weird, especially when X, Y, Z might be a rule by someone like freaking Ming the Merciless or whatever, who says, "Oh yeah, you keep your universal credit, but you will have to cut your left foot off or whatever," and everyone just does it because they just need the income, otherwise they're destitute. You know what I mean? It's weird, yeah. Things change.
Someone made a different point about AI the other day, that once this bubble has popped and we're using AI for pretty much like all mass production, that it's going to reduce the cost of making whatever they're making, because you don't have to hire a person to do it and they're not going to get hurt or whatever, or pay them to do it. You just got these robots pumping out all of these products, and it's going to drive the prices down for everything. Apparently the economy will get like amazing because of it.
Yeah, but what's everyone going to be doing if there's no jobs?
Well, I don't think there will be no jobs. I don't think we can replace every single job with AI, but like mass production stuff, or like physical hard labor, I don't think we need people doing that. I mean, you can find something else to do. You can do something that as a hobby and get paid for it.
Yes.
And if
like we do.
And yeah, basically, and like if it's true that mass producing robots is going to mass produce products, is going to drive the prices down for stuff, then
fair enough.
Then it all works out. I mean, this is just a theory. But to me, that sounds the most, other than AI taking over the world and killing everyone, that sounds the most logical thing to me. Like, if we're really really truly trying to improve the world with AI, that is where we want things to go.
Yes, exactly. So you know what? Here's my view on it. I think if AI does all the digging and all the hard labor stuff and makes things easier for us, then that's really cool, and it leaves us to do more creative stuff and explore the universe and become enlightened or whatever. But what I've noticed recently, and I hope this bubble bursts, is that we've ended up with a situation whereby the AI is doing the creative stuff and the humans are still button bashing.
Yeah.
Right? So it's actually, the idea was we're supposed to go out and paint and make music, but actually what's happening is AI is doing all that for us and we're still in the office doing accounting. What the hell? It's backwards.
That is strange, isn't it?
I think that's counterintuitive, personally.
Well, this is all more reason for you to get a crack on with your music then, isn't it?
That is true, yeah, that is very true. Yeah.
How long have you been waiting for this AOE album?
About 3 years.
We're just waiting for a second song at this point.
Yeah. At this point, we've really lowered the bar, haven't we? We don't care for an album. We just want one.
I had another idea for a song the other day.
Oh, please tell me this is good.
Oh, no, I've completely blanked on it. It was the thing is, I know what it had to do with, but I can't remember what. I had a title in mind, and it was something to do with the harmonic frequency, and I thought it was G, but if it's B flat,
right,
then doing I can't remember. I had a title in mind, and I've completely blanked on the title.
What
but
was it? Was it to do with like?
It was to do with Age of Empires, but like doing a song that was like to do with like a monk or a monastery or something, and it was a really harmonic music song.
I like that.
Using that specific B flat, whatever.
Got it. Yes.
But I had a title in mind for it, and I've completely lost it.
Oh, man. Well, if you remember it, message me immediately.
I will. I will try and remember it.
Oh, man.
Just go to the list of other song ideas I've given you, and I've been waiting like 2 years for just one of them.
Oh man, I just, you know what?
I mean, you've done the right thing. To be fair, you gave us Dark Age Man, got us all salivating for more, and then fucked off.
Yeah, it's so true. Do you know what? One of the reasons, I'm just going to blame you for everything now, but one of the reasons I've taken so long to do anything else is basically because of your reaction to Dark Age Man. I just did this song. I'm like, yeah, I think that's right. Sent it to you, thinking, oh well, just see what he thinks. And you wrote back to me like this tirade of stuff, like going, oh my god, I didn't think it was going to be this. I really like it. And I was like, oh man, that's really nice. And then it's like, yeah, do another one. I'm like, oh man, it's got to be good now.
It's because it was good.
Yeah, I like it. I listen to it now, and I think, did I do that?
The lyrics, like immediately, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Straight in, yeah.
And some of the references are kind of deep cut. You got to be in the know to know.
Yes, that's
but even if you didn't know, the lyrics are still good.
Right.
And the tune, that guitar solo bit, that little riff you do.
Oh yeah, I love it, man.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I enjoy doing that. Oh, well, I appreciate
it. Gives me it's got a Fleetwood Mac vibe to it.
You did say that, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah. Links in the description, folks.
Yes, everyone, go check out
the Dark Age Man.
Dark Age Man on Spotify.
That's it. It's the only one for now.
Do it.
Do it immediately. Right. Okay. So are we done now?
Yeah, we can end this here now.
Yeah, I think we can end it. I think we've
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I think we've had a good productive episode, and I think next time we're going to do some deep diving into the ancient architecture and stuff like that. I'm going to bring a lot to the table, and then we're going to hash that out and see what we think. Especially
that sounds like fun.
All right, nice.
All right then.
I'm up for that.
Nice one.
Nice one. Well done. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.